Hi, my name is Wriston, and I want to talk to you about why it's important to leave artifacts in their context. You have already learned that it is illegal and unethical to collect artifacts from public lands. I want to illustrate why artifacts lose their meaning when they're collected without thoroughly documenting their context using the common mason jar. Mason jars are manufactured for long-term food storage. Pantries and cupboards are often full of mason jars filled with jellies, jams, pickles, and canned food. They are also great for storing dry foodstuffs. This long-term storage is called caching in archaeology. People are storing food for later use. However, is this the behavior that finding a mason jar reflects? People actually use these jars in different ways. Instead of long-term storage, they can be used as a serving dish or a cup for immediate food consumption. In this case, you might find a jar at a picnic site rather than in a pantry. People use mason jars in many different activities. The only way we can interpret these behaviors is to record the jars in the context in which they are found. For instance, the jars can be decorative. They can be used to contain things ranging from soap to plants, or even pencils. In fact, many of their uses have nothing to do with food. The activity that the jar reflects can only be interpreted if it is found as it was left in its context. As Merriam-Webster defines, context is the interrelated conditions in which an artifact is found. It is its environment or setting. That's what context is. This is how archaeologists interpret activities using artifacts found in the context in which they were left by past peoples. At first glance, these mason jars filled with brushes are similar. However, their context offers clues as to the activity that they actually reflect. The one on the left is from a painting studio. The next is in a ceramic studio. The next is on a desk, and the one on the right is on a vanity, filled with brushes specialized for the application of makeup. What kinds of things are found in the mason jars and where the mason jars are found are key to this interpretation of what they were used for and the activity that they represent. The same is true of ancient artifacts. So in sum, if you are lucky enough to find an ancient artifact, leave it just as you found it, in its context.